In this clip I want to show you how we combine a number of different features, including section breaks, headers and footers, page numbering and changing page numbering, and table of contents. The first thing I need to do is to put 2 blank pages before the body of the document, and I want section breaks between both of those. I must have the insertion point in the correct position, and then I'm going to the page layout ribbon, I'm going to breaks, and I'm going to next page. That inserts the first blank page, and I'll put another one in, breaks, next page, and it's done. Now if I scroll up, you'll notice that when I click on this very first page, it's telling me that I'm at section 1. As I scroll down and click, section 2. And back where I started and click section 3. The idea for having section breaks is that it will allow me to have different formatting on each of those pages, especially when it comes to headers and footers. I'm going back up to the beginning of the first document, the first page I should say, and I'm going to type in a title. Now that looks a little bit messy, so let's just tidy that up a bit. Go home, and you'll notice here that that's a heading 1. I'll just put that back to normal, and we'll tidy up the spacing. Lovely. Now what I want to do is to center this information both horizontally and vertically. So if I highlight that information under Home and Center, that will take it across horizontally. And when I go to Page Layout and the dialog box, Layout, Vertical Alignment, and I might justify that. And note that I want it only to the selected section, not the whole document. And OK. So that I can see the effect that the vertical alignment had on the page, I've gone to the View ribbon and I'm selecting one page. There you can see the information is justified evenly between the top and the bottom margins. I'll go back to 100% and we'll continue on. Now if we come down to the second page and click, I'm going to leave that blank for the moment because that's where we will be putting our table of contents. But before we do that, it's important that we have page numbers in our document. Otherwise, table of contents doesn't really give as much information as it possibly could. I've decided that I'd like to have the page numbering in the footer. So I've come down to the footer area of the document. I'm pointing and left double clicking with my mouse. Now you'll notice that this has taken me into footer section 3. But the problem with sections is that they're always the same. So this is telling me it's going to be the same as the previous one, which would be section 2. I don't want that. I want different headers and footers in this part of the document. So I'm going to deselect the link to previous part of this. Right, now what I need to do is come up to page number, and I'm going to put page numbers in, but before I actually put the page number in, I need to format it. Format page number, because at the moment it's saying if I put a page number in, it would come in as page 3, because technically it is the 3rd page in the document. But I want my page numbering to start at 1. So what I've done here is in the page format area, you have the option to change the format of the page numbering, or you can, and also you can start it from a particular number. So I'm going to stick with the 1, 2, 3s, and I want it to start at 1. I could, if I wanted to, have it start at 2, 3, 4, but we'll start at 1, so that this page is technically page 1. And we click on OK. Still there's no page number. What that does is it actually sets what the page number would be. So there are a number of ways that I can actually put the page number in, and one way is through Quick Parts. I can go to Field, I can scroll down alphabetically and find Page. 1, 2, 3 is fine, and simply click on OK. And I have number 1, indicating page 1 of the document. So you can see that we have page 1, and as I scroll down through the document, I'm doing it the long way, but let's have a look. There's page 2. Okay. Again, I could go to Previous, which brings me up to section 2. Let's go back down to page 1. I'm now finished in the header and footer area. Obviously we could do a lot more, but I'm going to close that, and we're now going to go up and create our table of contents. I'm clicking back up onto the second page, and prior to that I've done heading styles, heading 1, or applied heading styles to the text, heading 2 and heading 3. So heading styles must be applied before the table of contents can be created. Click onto the page and go References, Table of Contents, what format would I like? And there you see, we have a table of contents with the correct page numbering. I hope this has helped you combine a number of different features that you have learnt previously.